All right, welcome everybody to the All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection meeting. This is a place for military veterans, first responders, their families, and those who want to support them or do business-to-business networking with them. And it's really for just about anybody and everybody. So we start every meeting with either a riddle or a joke, but did you hear the one about the Liberty Bell? Yeah, it cracked me up too. All right. So for our agenda for the next 55 minutes here is we start each meeting with a moment of silence, so 1 minute, and you can use that time for whatever, whether it's prayer, for meditation, just to center yourself and just have a moment of quiet in the midst of Mondays can be kind of hectic too. So then we have our Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem video, our who, what, where, when, how, why about this meeting. We talk a little bit about the scuttlebutt, how to invite members or to become a spotlight speaker, and we'll have our hero highlight, business briefs, and you can put your chat information in at any time, but for sure during that time. And then we'll have our spotlight speaker and announcements and reminders and inspirational thought. And then we'll wrap up the meeting, and you can stay in fellowship if you'd like. I do have a meeting right after this at 4 o'clock. So hopefully maybe we'll finish up early enough. So we'll start with that minute of silence. All right, so we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you're able to stand, you can. Everybody, can you hear me?
Yep.
Ruben, would you like to lead us in the pledge?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if you'd like to remain standing, we have a national recording of the national anthem.
Need the volume up.
Can't hear it.
Okay, 1 second. Let me stop share and reshare because I must not have clicked on the button for the. Oh, wow, we got a whole room full. Yay. Everybody's been piling in. Okay, share sound. Let's try this again.
America with our national anthem, performed for Santa Rosa's Day by Yamani Segura. Ladies and gentlemen.
So that little girl, I have a feeling we're going to be hearing more about her.
Yeah.
Liamani. She was only 12 and that was a couple years ago. So that was really good. Okay, so for the who, what, where, when, how, and why about our meeting. Let's see here. Get it to move. So who, we talked about this at the beginning, but for those of you who missed it, we are for military veterans, first responders, advocates, and nonprofits, their families, and anyone who wants to do business to business networking with them. What is this group for or about? It's for sharing helpful information, connection hub for businesses and organizations that want to connect with or are run by our nation's heroes, and for promoting one another's businesses, services, or organizations. And where is everybody from? Just about anywhere, sea to shining sea, overseas and on the sea. And we meet on Zoom. And we meet right now, 3 o'clock Central Time. So just make the adjustment on your calendar for whatever time zone you're in. And how do we meet? Just common courtesy on Zoom. I'm sure everybody's here is familiar with Zoom courtesy. And then why do we meet? To be resourceful, to receive help when needed, connections, setting up I hope everybody is setting up one-to-one meetings with each other, camaraderie, encouragement, collaboration, empowerment, fellowship, and more. If you go to the scuttlebutt.club, it is an HTTP address. You can scan this QR code, it'll take you there, but I'm a little bit behind on it, but I usually put the Zoom recordings on there, and also there is a link directly to the Zoom meetings. So if you have a hard time getting through on Alignable, or you want to send it to somebody who isn't on Alignable yet, you can send that. And then at the very bottom is where you can sign up to be a Spotlight speaker. Be sure to, there's several dates on there. Be sure to pick as many dates as you can to make it easier for me to schedule you. And then if you pull it up on a computer, it looks like this, and it's got like a really cool fireworks show in the background. It's kind of mesmerizing. And then, so our All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection group has 1,259. We started at like 900 just under 1,000 when we started this meeting. So we are definitely growing. And the Military Spouse Entrepreneurs and Small Business Owners is a sister group. So if you aren't in both of those, make sure that you go check those out and join both. And please comment and post as often as you can. Sometimes I get a little bit behind on they have it set up to where I have to approve your posts. So I apologize if I don't get to them each day, but I try to. That's another thing I could use help with. If anybody wants to help with moderation of that, I can use all the help I can get. So now this is our time for our business briefs, which I'm going to turn over to Miss Terry Moore, who is our faithful co-host that picks up the baton for me when I have to step out like last week. Thank you so much, Terry, for picking up the gauntlet and handling things last week. Really.
Oh, my pleasure.
All right. What do you got for us today?
Okay. I'm in the middle of writing the chat. Anyway, okay. Well, I'm excited to be here. I hope you are too. And last week, remember I had you do the little exercise. Am I talking too loud? I think I turned my volume up the other day. Okay, perfect. Okay. Remember what we talked about last week about problems, solutions, benefits, and what you need from this group, okay? So what kind of problems does your clients have when they come to you? What solutions are you going to give them? What benefits are you going to offer them as far as your coaching, business, whatever the case might be? And then what do you need from us this week? So I'm going to start with women first. I'm going to start with Janet.
Hi, everybody. Great to be here, coming to you from Tennessee, from the Knoxville area. And I just like to ask questions. So what if you could really change the trajectory of your aging process? And it didn't involve medications or lotions or potions or injections, but it just really involved technology that is simply amazing. As an advanced nurse practitioner, I came across LifeWave's patch technology about 2.5 years ago. Completely changed my life around as far as sleep and pain and inflammation. And I run into people every day that are dealing with those issues. So I like to educate them on how the technology works and see if it's something for them, or maybe for somebody that they know that needs the technology. So that's what I'm looking for. People who are having trouble sleeping, people who are having pain and inflammation issues, just want to look and feel better. That is who I'm looking for. So any kind of warm introductions to that. And also I'm fairly new to the group, so I just love getting to know people and seeing how I can help you in your business. So I just love to do some one-to-ones with you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Terry.
Okay, let's go to Kimberly.
Good morning or good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever, good day. It's been a while since I've been here and I am speaking today, so I won't say too much, but I am with Living the Good Life, and that's my umbrella for helping folks tap into resources and community to create the life that they want to live. I'm also a full-time RVer, and a lot of my networking comes from that front as well. So I'm always looking for folks who want to tap in and get out there and do the things they've always wanted to do.
Okay, thank you. Look forward to hearing you. Okay, let's go with Natalie.
Good afternoon. It's great to be here and have several friends from former times with us today. I am a Shaklee ambassador. I represent the most clinically proven wellness company in the world. Did you know that 94 to 97% of adults over 19 are lacking in vitamin D and many other nutrients as well, because our food supply isn't what it used to be, and then we don't always make the best choices. So if you're interested, Shaklee has a tremendous multivitamin. Actually comes from over 100 years of research since Dr. Shaklee developed the first one in 1915. We have several different ways that it can be presented, either as a pill, as a powder that you put in water, as a new gummy, different things. But it's a great place to start. It's the most comprehensive multivitamin available. Nothing artificial, no fillers, no coloring. It really works. I've been using the product for 43 years. And this month, another 6 days, we have free membership with any purchase. So if you wanted to try the multivitamin, you can always save 15% after that. I would love to speak with any of you. I will put my information in the chat. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks, Natalie. Okay, let's go with Virginia.
Like many of you, I have solutions to help you understand how to take care of your health and be in the wellness space 80% of the time instead of being in the sick space. So those individuals that are looking for that, I help them, and I use the doTERRA products in my experience of being a reflexologist in this holistic trail for 51 years.
Great, thank you. Okay, I think we had one more woman on here. Okay, we're going to jump to the men, and then Angela and I will wrap it up. Okay, let's go with Stephen.
There we go. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Sorry, I've been out a couple weeks, been busy and got real sick last week.
No.
So yeah. But sticking to our format here, I guess a problem that's out there is, a lot of businesses, and especially local and individual businesses, have issues bypassing, like, Facebook social media algorithms, really promoting their stuff, getting, their business out there to a general market. It's very difficult, and it's easy to get bypassed and overloaded by companies that have huge marketing budgets and can spend that kind of money, you know to flood the market, if you will, right? So a solution that my comic book has to offer on that is that we offer advertising with Tales of Nihilism. We go to comic conventions, and we publish digitally on Global Comics, and that's a place where there's no restrictions, there's no editing, supervisors in charge of that. I get to publish what I want, when I want, and where I want, and I don't have anyone that tells me I can advertise with a certain group of people, or can't do this or that. I have total and complete control over that. There's no algorithm judging my entire thing. And so it offers that benefit, but it also offers the benefit of a newer market that a lot of people don't necessarily advertise to: the comic book, you know goer, the conventions and all that kind of stuff. There's an open space there for dedicated and loyal fans to, if you aren't a creative person, that's kind of like your doorway in, is to advertise with artists like me, and then you can promote your stuff to a brand new audience. Need from the group, as far as that, if you're interested in that, definitely, hit me up. But I will be attending one of my conventions next month in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. So if anybody would like to come out, I'm going to have my first 3 issues on display there, and I'm selling them, and signing them and all that fun stuff. And I also just recently published my memoir, Troublemakers, the greatest dog and pony show in Iraq, and that's on Amazon or Blue Ear Books. So
Wow.
if you want to get a copy, feel free.
Sure. Thanks, Stephen. You did a great job on all that, considering you just heard about it.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. So let's continue our 60 seconds. Let's go with Ian.
Hi, everyone. My name's Ian. Thanks for having me. So working with people to be free. In the last 100+ years, our country has been going down the wrong road, not adhering to the constitutional republic we're supposed to have. So I am tying in with people who are educating people in the constitutional republic on the Constitution itself, tying into groups that can actually help us get our country back peacefully through the Committees Association. And then on the other front, trying to get people financially free, taking people out of the public sphere, going back into the private sphere, using life insurance as a cash flowing asset, better than the banks. As you know, with the banks these days, they tax, fine, fee you, they have bail-ins, bailouts, they have all this other nonsense. So it's a better way to use your cash for yourself, so you can leverage rather than be leveraged by somebody else. So always trying to help people to live life better in a different way than is conventionally given to us.
Great. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
let's go with Leland.
Hey, good day, everybody. My name is Leland Burton, and I am from Long Beach, California, which is actually part of Los Angeles County. I'm a PPLSI independent associate, and for those who don't know, PPLSI is actually the parent company of the consumer brands Legal Shield and ID Shield. So my mission is to help families and small businesses in the US and Canada get affordable access to legal services with a Legal Shield legal plan membership. Members pay anywhere from $29.95 to $169 per month, depending upon the plan that they choose. We cover all of the US and Canada. We also have a mobile app so people can contact their law firm, or they can talk to their attorneys directly. The reason that I do what I do is small business owners face the same problems as big businesses, but they just don't have the financial resources to contact attorneys. Same thing applies to individuals. A lot of people, unfortunately, don't have their estate planning done. And so one of the things we offer at that $29.95 price is your will, healthcare power of attorney, and living will at no additional charge. And then if you need a trust, there's a 25% discount off the attorney's hourly rate. but several other services that we offer as well. And I'd love to meet with you and go into more detail. I've actually met with Ian before. I see him there, so it's good to see him again. Thanks so much for having inviting me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Welcome. Let's go with Richard.
Hello, my name is Richard Brooks, and I'm also a Legal Shield associate. And I'll just throw out that with all the current data breaches that you keep hearing every other day on the news, your private information is going to all kinds of people that you don't want it going to. So one of the great products that Legal Shield provides is ID Shield. And so that's what I do.
Okay, thank you. Let's go with Robert.
I'm guessing that's me.
I do believe so.
I think I'm the only Robert here. Hello, everyone. This is actually my first meeting, so I wasn't really prepared to present myself, so to speak. But I wrote something down real quick, and I'm an Army veteran from 90 to 95. I am currently a sales psychology coach and compensated endorser. I coach struggling network marketers and small business owners how to get leads, how to close them into their business using social media, artificial intelligence, and we also have an amazing CRM that keeps you in tune with what you have to do every day. If anybody's struggling with anything network marketing or sales related questions, I'm your go-to guy, and they call me the Blakester. I got that in the military and it stuck with me. Got that as a make shit happen soldier, and I still make shit happen to this day.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's go with Tom.
Good afternoon, everybody. Kind of a mixture of everything here is I'm 100% total and permanently disabled veteran, PTSD. You know, the problems that people come to me with are their health as well as other people. I do not utilize any type of technology. I'm a product broker. We have the world's most advanced nutraceuticals that we help them go through that transitioned my life from being 7 years bedridden, being taken care of by my wife due to the inflammation, the anxiety, and the depression that I was going through. Through getting your health correct, it was able to transition my life to being able to be involved with my son. So we help them get their mind right, get their health right, get their body right. And then, the benefits from those are that they are not struggling. It took me 20 years to get where I am. My hope, dream, and plan is to shorten that learning curve for my fellow veterans to not take 20 years to get from where they are to get to where they want to be. Thank you.
Absolutely. Outstanding. Okay, last but not least in the men's category is Ben.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ben Ruskin. I am in the industry of gold and silver. I'm trying to help people take control of their funds and protect their purchasing power. So if you know of anybody that is looking to acquire gold or silver, please keep me in mind. And I'm really trying to reach out to the younger generation because the longer they can sustain their financial independence, the better chance they're going to have to make it through the upcoming years of recession and economic upheaval that we're about to experience. So if anybody has any questions or would like to talk further about the issues that are pending this country due to other countries trying to isolate us, all I can say is just, acquire as much gold and silver as you can because it's trying to move east. And they're trying to get us to, sell it off so that they can buy it. So there you go.
Okay,
He's a
thank
man
you.
after my own heart.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
made a boo-boo. I forgot our wonderful Ruben. So go ahead, take it away, Ruben.
Hey, welcome everybody to this wonderful show. I want to make a special shout out to Angela Nelson. Ever since I known her, she's been under attack from every place that you can believe. But she's a
Yes.
strong, strong lady, and we can learn a lot from that because no matter what we do, if we can just handle it in a gracious way that she does. I'm blessed to know her, you know. Angela, we really appreciate you and love you a lot. Okay. Okay, guys, simply what I do is I take care of current trends. Like right now, I cover my back with ID Shield and Legal Shield. Okay. And then, thanks to Janet Hudson, I communicate with people in their mailbox with send out cards. Okay. So I got that. But the main thing is that we all have content. We got beautiful content from what Robert said, Stefan, then all these messages that you have content. So the question that I ask the small independent business people, why don't you let the world know about it quickly with what they know about, which is QR codes. Now, there's a difference between a static QR code and the one that you're seeing here. It's called One QR. It's encrypted, but it's designed to give you 5-in-1 features. Any link that you put on this baby could be an email address, could be a text, could be your website, could be anything that you want, so that you could rapidly transfer your content to people's computer, their phone, and their computer. So if you get a chance right now to see the wonders of this, take out your phone right now. Go ahead and scan this baby here, and you'll see how fast the transfer takes place. I hear it. And our CRM right here is built into the app that you get, the free download app. We'll say thank you and set up a one-to-one with you to learn more about your business. God bless.
That's amazing. Thank you, Ruben. I won't forget you again. Anyway, hi everyone. My name is Terry Moore, and I'm a certified transformational coach, professional speaker, and a best-selling author. And I help individuals remove emotional triggers from their past, the things that's been holding them back. And as a survivor of domestic violence abuse, sexual assault, drug abuse, alcoholism, I help individuals regain confidence in themselves so they can look in the mirror and give themselves a loud and proud 10. Now, the benefit of working with me, if you so desire to hire me as your coach, I will help get to the root of the problem of things that's been holding you back for possibly decades. I help business owners come up with a vision that helps with results and gain you in moving up the ladder to reach your highest potential. So please reach out to me. I'd love to do a one-on-one chat. I want to tell you the power of this networking group, Angela. I will be on Lorraine's podcast this week. Yes, and
Yay.
she can be here today. And I'm meeting with Patrick, and I'm meeting with Tom. And so there's so much going on in this group right now that I don't think everybody knows about. So I just want to let you know that whatever you're doing, keep doing it because you're doing it right.
Thank you, Terry. And thank you for your kind words, Ruben. And I will say, I thank the Lord for giving me the strength to get through all the things that I've been through, and for my family, but also for you all, because I thank him for surrounding me with you all. You're a huge part of my life. So thank you. My kids know it's like, don't mess with mom at 3 o'clock on Mondays. This is my main meeting. If I don't make it to any other meetings through the week, this is my meeting. So, and as far as for me, my business, I don't usually talk a whole lot about it because this meeting is really all about you all. But if you have clients people who want to learn the money game, who need financial planning for retirement, for setting up their college funds for their children, just to be able to figure out where they're at, get their financial needs analysis for where they are right now, where they want to be when they retire, and learn how to bridge that gap between those numbers. That is what the company that I work with, it's the How Money Works company. We do financial education. We don't charge our clients. So it doesn't hurt to have a conversation. And the need that I have is I'm actually in the training stages right now. Although I have a lot of experience in this area, I'm still working and learning. And so I would like to be able to set up as many one-to-one presentations with the people in this group, not to get you to be clients or anything like that, but for you to learn what I do so that you can know how best to refer clients to me. And so that you can add value to your client's life if there is something that they can use that we offer. So, and everybody can learn something. This is the stuff that they didn't teach us in high school. They didn't even teach it in college. And the people who are rich and have generational wealth has been passed down from generation to generation. And I'm afraid families like mine who are middle families, normal everyday families, we don't know those things. So, let's become better educated. All right. And now I am going to, I put my information in the link in the chat, and you can share my screen here. Oop. Why is it not letting me? Oh, here we go. So next is our hero highlight, and today is Terry Moore's brother is who we're going to be highlighting. Bill Bracken. Hold on, let me see if I can get this. Just one moment. Okay. Harry, would you like to talk to us about your brother? And yeah, I'll let you take it from here.
Sure. My brother served as a duster in the Vietnam War from 1969 to 1971, I believe. He was in the Army for that long. And, I'm really proud of my brother for serving, because when he was born, he lost oxygen for 6 minutes, meaning that he was left mildly retarded. When he was over in Vietnam, he stepped on a landmine. And truthfully, my brother was never the same after that. One of the things that happened 4 weeks ago, I lost my brother in a drowning accident when he was fishing off his boat. We don't know what happened. We think he may have had a heart attack and maybe slumped over and went in the water. We're still waiting on the autopsy report. It's been a rough last couple 3 weeks. But one thing I am very proud of is that he received a accommodation medal for one of the privates that helped the most people in tragedies. And I didn't know that until we started going through his stuff. But I did have a veteran's funeral for him, and I know he'd be very proud of that. So I just thank my brother here for his service, because like I said, none of my relatives ever thought he'd be able to serve in the military, but he fooled us all. So I will miss him greatly. That's all I have, Angela.
Thank you, Terry, and thank
God bless you
him
and your
for
family.
his service. Yes, and we all give you our condolences as well.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
All right, so our spotlight speaker today is Kimberly Henrie, and you met her briefly a few minutes ago during the spotlight presentation. She has got all kinds of awards, from Alignable for local business person of the year for 2 years now in a row, and as a community supporter. She's highly recommended. She is also an Alignable Alliance ambassador, and she leads an online networking meeting, which she's going to talk to us about as well. And so Kimberly, are you able to, are you there? I can't see everybody, so.
She's there.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, I will turn it over to you. Do I have all of your information correct?
You sure do.
Awesome.
Thank
Okay,
you very
Kimberly,
much.
I'll let you take it from here.
Okay, maybe I should do a presentation on Alignable, but I'll hold that. I will. You guys can contact me about Alignable questions anytime. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. Let's see. Share screen. Let me share this. I do not need sound. Okay, can you hear me? Still, everybody? Okay, great, great. So I'm Kimberly Henrie. Living the Good Life. That's my umbrella company. Living the Good Life's been around about 3 or 4 years. And I'll share with you a little bit about how that came to be and how it plays in with the other things that I'm doing. But first and foremost, I'm a wife of an Army veteran. I'm a mom. I'm a grandma. I travel the country, and our Class A motorhome just finished up a big event in Rock Springs, Wyoming. We were there for a little over a week, about 10 days, with the Escapees Club for their annual escapade. So there's 1,100 RVers there. And boy, did we have a lot of fun and did a lot of celebrating. What I offer in the context of this group is a way to support the sacrifices of people like Terry's brother, my husband, all of you who have served, anyone who's supporting in that hero's role, because we are an American-based company, American manufacturing, American owned, and when it comes to being able to support our community and our country, it's the little things that add up to be really big versus, you know, making a huge contribution. It's just switching the things in your day to day that can make a really big impact if we all do it. So I wanted to share a little bit about that as well. My background is in 2 concurrently running tracks. One is radio, broadcast, voiceover, all the voice related stuff. And then the other is in health and wellness. I've been doing both of those things since about 1995. So 29 years with my health and wellness business in August. We'll be celebrating that. So I've been around a long time. A few years back, I decided to create a podcast around something that I was going through. And that is, I was in my 40s. I was in a transition, and I was just thinking, you know what? I am really smart. I have a lot of skills. I have people in my life that I love, but I'm not living the life that I'd always thought I would create for myself. And as I've talked to people over the years, a lot of us have found ourselves in that place at least once, and maybe sometimes there's been a few times where we have to redirect. And I wanted to create a podcast because that was in my wheelhouse, to talk to people about what they did to create their dream, their reality. And so we created the Living the Good Life podcast, and a community around that. And that is really how I've learned so much, just by the people that has brought me in front of, or has brought in front of me. So it is an act of service. It's not a monetized podcast in any way, shape, or form, but it is, I share it with you because that is the umbrella of who I am and what I do and why. And maybe how you or someone you know can come into my sphere, my circle, and maybe learn something about how they can create the life that they want. So I've talked to everybody from politicians to PR managers to voiceover artists to spiritual leaders, vegans and carnivores, and every religion, every type of orientation, race, sexual orientation, everything, very inclusive. And the reason for that is because we all deserve the opportunity to have the conversation about what it is we want to create collectively as a country and globally as well. So that's a little bit about living the good life. Now, part of living the good life for me has been my alliance with a health and wellness business. It is not just products that bring me into the health and wellness space. I've also been a personal trainer, gym owner. I'm a yoga teacher. I was in the gym at 5 a.m. in the morning, working out with weights in the 80s when I was still in high school. So it's been a long-lived piece of my life. Now I got to move this window so I can switch screens. Technology. I've been in the technology space a long time, but you know what? It always trips me up. It doesn't matter. It just keeps tripping me up. So as I was talking about, it's the small decisions every day that really add up to the big impact in our country, in our world. So we're going to talk about voting with your dollars. Now, I'm going to talk kind of specifically about the company that I work with, but I want you to realize that these principles can make an impact no matter where you're shopping. I just happen to have a solution that I really love, and I think that others would love too if they took a moment to take a peek at it. But there's some things here that you can do. You can make it easy, you can make it hard. So the company that I'm aligned with, 99% of our products are manufactured in the US. 1% are manufactured in Canada. And one little tiny product is manufactured in Italy, and it's mascara. So, I guess the Italians got the mascara on lock. I don't know. That's important to me because, one, I love supporting the country that I've been a part of forever, right? And that my husband, my family members, my sister, my brother-in-law, my other brother, so many people in my life have contributed to creating the country that we are in. And so when we purchase made in the USA, we're bringing jobs, we're keeping the money in this economy. We are not only creating jobs specific to our manufacturing process, but we're showing a model of how other companies could do the same. It can be done. And we can offer things affordably. It doesn't have to cost more to be made in America. Okay, so we support American families and jobs, and we support the infrastructure. So when you have, and I'm probably preaching to the choir, and I recognize that. So give me a little grace on that point. But when we are creating American manufacturing, we're not just creating manufacturing jobs. I read some statistics a few months back that for every manufacturing job, there's 12 supporting jobs in the community that are created. We're talking about healthcare, we're talking about education, we're talking about gas stations and grocery stores and all of the things that those workers go out and spend money on. I'm going to go safer products for your home, eco-friendly. It's rare that American made and eco-friendly are in the same sentence. Okay, this is another opportunity for us to become leaders in an area and reclaim that for our country. And the reason eco-friendly is important is because somebody else mentioned it. The nutrients in our soil is not as good because of our manufacturing processes over the years. We have polluted our food supply. We have polluted our oceans. We've polluted in a lot of ways, and I won't get on the soapbox about that. But again, taking care of those things takes care of us economically as well. It's not just about hugging a tree. And that's something that I've circled back to. I never made that connection until a couple of years ago. It's not just, oh, gee, if I eat a Pop-Tart, I'm poisoning myself and I should be eating a granola bar, but those aren't great either. But it's okay. What if you watch the movie about the Pop-Tarts? You'll learn a few things there. But what are the ideals that we are manufacturing things with, that we are shopping with? Okay, so do you want to buy something that's going to feed your soul or your neighbor's soul, or do you want to create more illness, disease, and contamination? Another perspective here is the illusion of choice. So I know it's hard to see, but this wheel here, there's about 14 companies that own pretty much all of the brands that we are shopping for. So when we go to a store and think we're making one choice over another, we're really shopping from the same manufacturer. And many of these manufacturers are not American owned, even though they might, and was it Ben that does the coins? So this might be up your alley. When you purchase from a manufacturer, they might be technically an American manufacturer, but if you look at the shareholders, more and more of the shareholders are coming from out of the country. Okay, so these companies that present as American companies are actually largely owned and held by interests outside of the country. So something, again, that I've just recently become aware of. Also, things like Burt's Bees, Tom's of Maine, brands that we've come to believe are healthy, and they were created to be healthier options. Those brands get to about 150, 200,000 million, 150 million. And then they get bought out by these 14 conglomerates, and then their formulations change. So I'm here to ask you to just, if this matters to you, I'm never here to tell you what to do, but if this matters to you, the way to get around it is to start looking a little bit deeper at the things you're purchasing. Who ultimately owns the brand? Read the ingredients. Even if it's a Burt's Bees, read the ingredients to make sure that it's the same Burt's Bees that you purchased 10 years ago, when it was just a little mom and pop. So if that matters to you, that's why this is important. Okay. And so what you're looking at here is my website. So you'll see some calls to action and stuff like that. When we can change our toothpaste, our laundry detergent, and the things that we're using every day, we can make a huge impact on supporting our country and what many have worked hard to create. Let's see. The other thing I wanted to share with you is beef. Angela, I don't have my time at all, so I'm hoping you'll keep me on task.
About 1 more minute.
Okay. So the other thing that we offer is beef, Riverbend Ranch beef. If you are a member of subscription box, most likely the beef that you're getting from that box is from out of the country. So that bothers me on a lot of levels. The first, believe it or not, is not so much that it's beef from out of the country, but what that beef had to go through to get to me in the US if it's from out of the country. And how many how many days did it travel, how was it packaged, how many people handled it, and on and on and on. So that's bothersome to me. But what I love about the beef that I represent is that it is fully integrated and vertically integrated, so that from the feed to the processing to the shipping is all handled by one company. So I know that it's been handled well from beginning to end, and it's affordable, and it's never ever, no hormones, no antibiotics, super healthy, prime and choice beef. So hopefully I've given you some things to think about. And if this is of interest to you at all, please reach out to me, and I'm happy to do a little deeper dive and answer all of your questions. Or if you know someone you think would be a good fit, please send them my way as well. And that, I'll end with that.
Thank you so much, Kimberly. That was very informative. And I've been wanting to try that meat. I've heard of
It's
that
amazing.
before. So yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Let me, where am I at? Oh, I know. I'm trying to share my screen here.
Oh, would you like me to unshare?
You can, but when I share it automatically makes yours stop. There we go. So the way that one thing that you all can do to help Kimberly is to connect with her on social media, to try to promote her, meet with her one-to-one, and ask her how you can help her, refer clients to her as well. So and also she's going to talk to you here in just a minute for and try to swing through this real quick before we run out of time. We have these spotlight speakers lined up. Not sure, I may have somebody for July 29th and September 2nd, but if you don't see your picture on here on the date that I gave you, please let me know. And if you do see your picture, just make sure it's marked on your calendar. And also, we have dates all the way out to Thanksgiving, Christmas, and after the first of the year available as well. And as far as announcements go, Kimberly, that's where I was going to ask you to tell everybody about your meeting. If you just take a minute to tell them how to find it.
Absolutely. I think you're referring to our Thursday morning 8 a.m. virtual coffee. Now that meeting is primarily folks in Colorado, but we always welcome anyone. So it's 8 o'clock on Thursday mornings, every Thursday morning. We switch it up. Sometimes we do masterminds. Sometimes we do spotlights. Sometimes we do guest speakers. So we have a variety of things going on there. And a lot of people say that it's their favorite meeting on Alignable. I'm sure it's because they haven't been to yours, Angela. But so I would encourage you to come to that. And then I also offer, sorry, my husband's moving around the RV. I'm sure you can hear that. Also,
the name of the meeting?
It is Coffee and Networking. It's called Coffee and Networking.
What time frame? I mean, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. 8 a.m. Mountain Time, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Mountain Time.
I think that would be 10 to 11 your time, Terry, on Eastern. Do you still do the RV meeting as well?
I do, yes. So, okay, let me.
Do we have any RVers, or if anybody sees this recording and they do RV?
Yeah, and anybody who can, you might be an RV supplier or somebody who would be a good connection for or resource for RVers. So you can also join us on Wednesday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And that is in the RV Entrepreneur Group. And I think it's just called the Weekly RV Entrepreneur Networking Meeting. But you can reach out to me directly if you have trouble finding it. I put my website in there. You can also email me or find me on Alignable. I am also an ambassador and happy to answer any questions around Alignable.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Mm-hmm.
So our inspirational thought today is our greatest weakness lies in giving up. the most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. And our last riddle or joke is, how come there aren't any knock-knock jokes about America? Because freedom rings. So, okay, I just about made it. It's 4 o'clock on my watch, so
Very good, yeah.
yeah. So thank you so much, Kimberly, for that presentation. And I encourage you all to get with Kimberly and learn more about the services and products that she offers. And
let me learn about you too.
yes, yes. Sounds good. All right. And anybody else have anything to add before we jump off? And I hope
have
y'all
a
can
joke.
make it back next week. Yes, Terry.
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I'm done.
Okay. I have a joke to end this. I heard
Oh.
it today in another networking meeting. Why does a skeleton not like to go to the beach? Anybody? Because he has no body to go with him.
Oh.
It took me a while too. I'm like, what?
Angela, I don't know if you saw there or not, but if you have an opening, feel free to reach out to me. And if you wanted to reconnect or whatever from last week,
Yes, let's
let me
do
know.
that. Yeah, I had a meeting scheduled and then that got messed up. So please reschedule with me. If you go to angelanelson.life, there's a link to my calendar on there. And I would love to get to have a one-to-one with you. And yes, if you go to the scuttlebutt.club, just pick all the dates that you think you can do it, and I'll put you on the first date.
I
that's
already
available.
did. I already did that.
Oh, you did? Oh, so
mhm.
your pic, did you send me a picture? I think that's what it was. Your
Yeah.
picture was
Yeah, I showed up when you were showing the slides of future guest speakers. I showed up there.
Oh,
I
you
was
want to be
talking
moved
about,
up.
well, yeah, if you have any openings and you can't find people, you need somebody, just let me know.
That's perfect. I'll do
Yeah.
that.
All right.
My grandbabies are here.
Enjoy your grandbabies.
I know
My
how that
daughter's
goes.
been coming to help me, and I get to sit and cuddle the grandbabies while she does my laundry and does all that cooking and all that stuff. It's been awesome.
Enjoy, and it was a pleasure to meet everybody here today.
It's a pleasure to meet you
too.
too.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you could be here, Robert. I hope you can come next week. And Natalie, I'm so sorry I missed you. I was a little bit under the weather. Otherwise, I would have tried to connect with you while you were here. Bye, Robert.
Oh, that's okay.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
All right, everybody have a great day.
You
Bye,
Thank you all so
Natalie.
much.
Go enjoy the little ones.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
thank you. Bye-bye.
Hug 'em.
Thank you again, Kimberly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Natalie. Sorry I missed you, Natalie. I would have loved to
That's
got down
okay.
there.
There just wasn't the time or the transportation.
Yeah, well, probably for both of us.
Yeah,
So,
right.
all
That's
right.
okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank
See
you
you.
so much.
I'm seeing
Okay.
you today. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, we made it.
Uh-huh. That was a
But
lot to go
can you
through.
give me like 5 or 10 minutes? I'm just gonna say goodbye to my daughter and the grandbaby.
Yeah, I've got to go to the bathroom. I got to go plug
Okay.
my phone in too.
Okay,
So,
sounds good. I'll meet you back here in like 5 minutes or 10
okay.
minutes. Okay. All right, bye. I mean, hold it.
Angela, are you there? I gotta take Lily out.
I heard you.